Alright guys, Breezy here for the last video of the day. I know I've been in your face a lot today and I'm finally going to get out. So I have been natural I've been post Big Chop for about 10 months now almost. The 17th or the 22nd. The 17th of this month. Okay, we'll make 10 months post BC. So when I first Big Chopped, I was just like, I just took everything in. And you know, you get a lot of products, you start seeing a lot of things, and one thing that everybody swore by was Miss Jessie's. And I know I haven't spoken a lot about it on my channel, but I decided to address it now because one, it is what I used yesterday, and I have used it before. I used it a lot when I was a newly natural because that's all I knew about at that time. So just let me get into it first, and I'll give you my pros and my cons. So, I used the Miss Jessie's Curly Meringue, and this is I believe the 16 ounce jar. Now, I've had this since maybe July or August of last year, and as you can see, I still have like half a jar left. Alright, now, the pros. The pros of using Miss Jessie's Curly Meringue is I do get very, very defined twist outs. Like, this is day one hair, and I basically, all I really did was like take down my twists and separate them a little like I normally do on my first day. And I will say my twist outs are very, very defined with Miss Jessie's. Very, very defined. And another thing about it is that it does have a firmer hold. So it's not really a hard hold. It's not very crisp, but it isn't a soft hold. It has a firmer hold than most styling creams. Now, that is the pro. Another pro is that it smells good. It smells like kind of lemony. So you think curly meringue, lemon meringue, it smells good. Another, I guess, pro for some would be that it is readily accessible. It's very accessible to those that maybe want to go and get it. It's at almost every Target I've ever been to, and I go down the hair aisle. The hair aisle is there. Now, the cons to Miss Jessie's. The cons to Miss Jessie's is one, the price. For this 16 ounce jar, it was $38. Now, when I was newly natural, I didn't know any better. This was probably my priciest purchase at the time, especially for a singular item. This was probably my priciest purchase at the time. But I had used a pillow pack of it, and I loved it so much that I went and purchased it. So I didn't feel bad about buying it. And then right after buying it, though, like a week or two later, they had a BOGO sale. So I bought another Curly Meringue and their curly butter, or their buttercream. So I have those in there too. I have a brand new one, and I have a baby buttercream that I don't use very much, but it's in there. Another con is that it's not completely natural. It's not all natural. Like, I'll read some of the ingredients, and for some of them I did look up just to see what they were. So the first ingredient is water. The next one is paraffin liquidum. Then it's glycerin. And then it's triethylamine. And like when I hear ethyl, I think of alcohol. I do. I didn't look that one up. But the paraffin liquidum, that one's mineral oil. That's basically a fancy name for mineral oil. They also have a carbomer in here, and if you're wondering what carbomer is, it's basically an emulsifier. It keeps from ingredients from separating, basically. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. But they do have aloe vera juice, amino acids, avocado oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba, fruit oils, and other things in there. So they do have some things that most naturals will probably shy away from, but they do have things that in there that some naturals would still use. Me, I'm not as much of an ingredient, like, I don't want to say snob because that makes people sound bad, but for the most part, especially over these last 10 months, I have been paying attention to what I put in my hair. with that being said, I did open up this Miss Jessie's and I did want to use it because I hadn't used it in 6 months, maybe even more, maybe like 7 months. I haven't used it. So I decided to give it a try one more time. So that's why I used it yesterday. Is there any other cons to Miss Jessie's? Not really. I mean, it's just like the price. I mean, $38 for 16 ounces of product that is not 100% natural. Like, I think that's a little much. It's a little pricey. If someone were to ask me if they were newly natural, should they purchase it? I would say at your own risk, because there are other things out there that will give you just as good results for less, and that have better ingredients. As far as if you're conscious of putting mineral oils in your hair or any kind of alcohols or anything like that, because they do have other things in there, but I'm not going to go through the whole ingredients list. What else? That's just my 2 cents, really, because I'm not a person that's like, oh, don't use Miss Jessie's. But I'm also, tell people I have no problem when someone asks me about it. I will say, let me brace you for how much it's going to cost. Because that's the first thing. When people see how much it is, they're like, what the heck is in here? And it's like, yeah, when you see what's in there, you're wondering if it's worth the money. And if you're looking for, like I said, like for me, it gives me a defined twist out. My twist out is very, very, very defined. Like every curl, minimal frizz, and that's probably because of whatever they put in there for the hold factor. But minimal frizz, like, yeah, the shrinkage is there for sure. But my shrinkage is there, But yeah, I mean, it gives a good twist out. I can't deny that. And even after not using it for 7 months, I remember when I used it when I was doing like some of my first twist outs in about September or so of last year. It gave good twist out then, and it still gives a good twist out. But if someone were to ask me, I would say you might want to shop around a little bit before settling or just going straight for that. I would say go on their website, ask for some samples to see if it's something you would like first, and then possibly wait for the BOGO sale. Because I have a BOGO sale about 2, maybe 3 times a year, and I will wait for that. If someone were to ask me, that's what I tell you. Wait for the BOGO sale. So that's just my 2 cents on Miss Jessie's. Does it give me a good twist out? Yes. If I knew then what I know now, would I purchase it? Not at $38, I wouldn't. Would I have waited for the BOGO sale? Yes, I would have, and I probably would have bought it. Would I purchase it again? Probably not, because there's other things out there that work just as good and have better things in it. Like I said, I'm not a complete ingredient snob, but if you're going to pay that much for something, then I think everything in it should be natural. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm done with rambling for the day. I'm going to go wash my face and probably go to sleep because I've had a long day today. Talk to you later. Bye.